200 already gone. But I wanted you to stand up and show everybody how unbelievably cute you look. Do you have these yet?
I don't. These are so new.
These have Amy written all over them.
They're not in our stores yet. I had to actually call the engineers because I was like, I need the specs. Like, I don't know. How fabulous. It's got the suede with the croco, with the smooth leather. I mean, talk about patchwork. Talk about luxurious materials. These are showstoppers.
They really
are.
My
mom had a pair of boots like this in the 80s with this, but it was with a stiletto heel, and it was a little scrunched, but they were this patchwork look. So to me, this is like getting to wear my mom's shoes.
And look at this, like me with the big old calves. Look at this, even with my jeans. Wait, hello, yay, with room. Oh my gosh, they're awesome. Okay, so they're a one-day only price.
Yay.
That means brand new. So, I mean, I think, you have talked about seeing the Clarks. You visited them around the world, even just as a tourist. I had to take a picture of myself in front of the one in London and Dublin.
Yes.
And, passing by the one. Is there one like in Soho in New York City?
Oh my God, a brand. It's the newest one.
I went by that the other day.
You know that they personalize your desert boots for you there.
I gotta go. Yeah. Okay. But here at QVC, this is only today at this price.
Right.
So the QVC price in the future at some point will be $182. It is $149.56. So that's a really nice $30+ back in your pocket. We have it in black, and when you come in close to the black, look at all the different textures in this black. We have it in brown, and the heel height is such an easy little 1 7/8 inch heel.
Yes.
But now you custom design your own boots. And I say that because you're going to choose the width of the calf. So do you want the regular, which is...
No, the black is in the wide.
I know, but I mean, if they're going to be choosing...
I'm sorry.
So you're just going to choose your calf circumference. So do you need the medium or do you need the wide calf? Choose that first. So medium is going to be 17 3/8 inches. So it's a little bit more generous than some of our other boots that we've had. So great for tucking in. Or the wide, which is 18 7/8. So choose the calf width first, and then this gets really cool. Then you choose the width of your shoe. A lot of companies only say, okay, well, wide with wide and medium with medium. No. So there's actually 4 size choices that you can make. Do you want the wide or the medium calf? And then once you choose that, within that, do you want a medium or a wide footbed? Amy, that's so brilliant and so hard to find anyplace else but right here.
So true. And Jessica's in the wide calf. So again, if you're going to wear something tucked in, I mean, however you want to play this, Jessica's more a medium calf with a medium foot, but I know like Sharon Faish, for example, she has a wide foot, but a medium calf. So again, you got to mix and match. I also want to hold at some point, just hold them together so you can see the difference. Did you see
our other Amy? We have lots of Amy's today with that Aran sweater. Like I'm telling you that this boot looks like there could be a comma in the price tag. Like if that, End in a Val designer did this from Italy, you would expect this to be $1,000 boot. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. So in the amount of leather alone, and then you add the custom fit. And what's so unique is, so here you see the two boots together. I'm going to put my hand right there. So it's about 1.5 inches, give or take, difference between the shaft circumferences. But look at the luxury. Both of them have that amazing combination of gorgeous suede. Look at that embossing. In order to create that beautiful impression in the leather, you have to use a super soft leather. Otherwise, you'll start to see cracks. Then we combined the smooth leather. I mean, we just went to town here. So let's say you're literally just wearing jeans and a white t-shirt. You pop this on, you're making a show-stopping statement. I mean, here we see Amy with the skinny jean tucked in. I mean, I think, of course, with denim, but even leggings and tights, especially as it starts to get cold.
And I'm in love with this tan. I mean, I'm telling you, I usually go right for the black or the gray boot, but I mean, I think that we all buy shoes that we're immediately drawn to, but also it's usually something that we don't have. So I know I have quite a few Clarks boots from you guys, some a tall shaft, some ankle, and lots of other shoes as well. But I look at this and I think there's never been anything else like this. And the Nevella Nova, oh my gosh, look at the tan, it's starting to sell quickly. what is so in, quote unquote, for fall is the texture blocking, not necessarily color blocking,
Right.
but texture blocking, as I'm calling it, in boots and in shoes. And like, even though it's hard to see in the black, when you get this home, I loved yesterday, I was on with John Cullen from Ireland, and he said, you know, there's a difference between a regular black and a really good black, you know, and he actually showed it on air. He's like, my sweater is kind of like, okay, but this sweater that I've designed has like so much life in it. It's a lively
true.
black. And I mean, look
I
at
know.
this. And then again, if you usually can't wear, and by the way, all goring in there too, but usually our widths in the average to the wide in the calf is 16 and 17. Remember, this one is about 1.5 inches more than
Right.
that. So 17 and 3/8, so just over 17 inches for the medium and just over 18 for the wide. And I've heard a lot of people on Facebook ask for that
I
18-inch
know.
circumference, and it's here.
And you know what's so unique? You know, this whole boot we call clever fit technology, meaning that you have this little gusset of gore, so that's even giving you more stretch right at the back of the knee. So when you're sitting like how I'm sitting, the boot does come tuck underneath my knee. But the great part is I don't feel it because of that extra gore. You have the zipper for easy on, easy off. But inside,
Look at her turnout.
I mean,
Look at that.
beautiful
Do that again.
dance
Come on, Jessica. Oh
move.
my gosh. Look at that gorgeous, natural, not forced, not rolling over turnout. Ah!
I mean, you know what? If you're only going to make one investment this winter and fall, let it be a showstopper.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
let it be something you don't have that can make an outfit. You know, I like accessories, but I don't get me wrong. I love a good diamond piece of jewelry. But I sometimes like keeping it just more about the fashion and letting the shoes and the outfit do the
Right.
talking. And this is a boot where it's going to do all the talking, not to mention the comfort inside. It's cushion soft technology.
And you know what? I have an update.
Yeah, oh,
And I
okay.
also just want to say, if you have a super skinny leg, probably not the right boot for you.
I hear that.
I don't want to
Yeah.
push you, you know, have you just, again, what I do is get the tape measure and measure your calf. Because, you know, but if you don't mind that kind of riding boot look that a
Right.
lot of our models get, because I would say that Amy, who's standing there, has a slender leg, but you can see she's got the medium width calf. It's going to give her that kind of riding
Right.
open look. If you don't
Very
like that,
true.
then this is not the boot for you if you have a super
Right.
skinny leg. But if you have an average to a larger, to a little, even an extra large calf because of the circumference and the wide, this is perfect. Okay, I've got updates. Okay, they're both tall, my love. Do you mean the wide? Yeah. In the wide calf? Yeah. Okay, in the wide calf choice, we only have 500 left.
Oh.
And in the medium calf, we only have 350 left.
Oh my
That's not
goodness.
many.
No.
And I could not even imagine, I mean, I don't know. I'm not in charge. You guys are. I couldn't even imagine like getting this back in this year. I mean, and I don't know.
It's
I'm
just
saying
too
it because
complicated.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, it's like a jigsaw puzzle.
Right.
I get a headache.
I mean, you know, again, you know, the beauty about Clark's is we push ourselves, having
sure
doing
do.
this since 1825, starting as a slipper company actually, and now coming out with boots like this. But the beauty is we still infuse it with that comfort DNA. So not only are you getting the incredible style, but inside, when you step in, it does have that cushion soft technology, meaning it's softness from the first step. It's that ortholite footbed, which helps absorb the shock, giving you lasting support. When I think of a riding boot, honestly, I think of a stiff boot. That's what crosses my head. Granted, my one experience on a horse, I fell off, so I'm not the equestrian, you know, in the bunch. But this is gonna feel so broken in. It's gonna feel so soft. And again, think about the riding boot silhouette. It's usually one piece of leather.
Yeah. And you know, I'm just thinking, I was at a discount designer store and they had a really cool pattern. It wasn't even this cute, tall shaft boot. It was a lot more expensive than this. And I thought, okay, you know what the heck, let me try it on. It was a pull-on boot, as a lot of riding boots are. I couldn't get it past like right below the wide part of my calf. I literally couldn't get it past. And I'm like out in the aisle because it's not a
Right.
nice fancy store. There's no place to sit. And I'm like, oh, this is embarrassing. Well, I hope nobody saw that. Let me tuck these away. Like when you look at this boot, you immediately realize you're looking at something which is like a really high-end, gorgeous boot, but you've got the ease in and out, and you've got the
Right.
extra room. I have to tell you, a couple things are expiring. Number one is the price. So even though this is brand new, I mean, this is that ultimate.
Yeah.
This is the boot that would be in the front of the store lit with spotlights
Yes.
all by itself, right? So this boot, if you are looking at it and falling in love with it, and if you love shoes, of course you are, this is going up in price at the end of the day. That's what a one-day only price is. We brought this in brand new and said it's almost like a mini Today Special value. We got to give you something special because this is such a great offer. But then we offer you 4 choices in sizes. If you want the wide calf, you can get a medium or a wide foot.
Yeah.
And that's 18 3/8 inches. If you want the medium calf width, which is 17 3/8 inches, then you can choose a medium or a wide foot. That's 4 size choices, and the brown, the tan as we're calling it, is last call. Final quantities on the tan.
Okay. I mean, but how lovely to be able to get a true fashion boot that is also going to fit you properly, as if the cobbler came to your house and was like, let me take your measurements.
Like my grandfather, right?
Exactly.
Right.
He came
So he
over
did.
and did that. And then you also get the style, because no one is ever going to stop you on the street and say, wow, I love your comfort boot. That looks really awesome.
Boy, you must be really comfortable in those shoes.
No,
like,
wah,
wah.
But this is that style that you are going to get stopped on the street for. You know, Fashion Week is in full swing right now in New York. Everyone's looking at what's the next thing to come. But the big thing is you also want to dress the part. And I just listened to Joan Rivers' book that Melissa Rivers wrote. The Book of Joan. Yes.
Oh, it's great.
And you know, she made a big stink about it, but like, you should always dress the part. You never know who you're gonna run into. You never know where the day and the photo op is gonna take you. This is a style, like, you wanna get out there and take your selfies of your feet, of your outfits in this look.
You do. And can we just spend the last minute, because it's all about fashion, and we showed you the comfort, but let's talk about the importance of this heel.
Yeah.
Because when I look at this heel and I think of the boots that are in my closet, I think not only does nothing look at this in the upper, I'm loving this fresh new take on this heel, brand new.
Because it's a block heel, which is so critical right now. We're all talking about the block heel. But it's also a new way to wear a riding boot, because traditionally a riding boot like this has really a flatter heel. To me, this is so much more comfortable, so much more ground contact, but so sleek. Again, look how it's chopped right at the back, so it's creating such a beautiful shape. I mean, to me, but what's is the croco emboss, the suede, and the smooth leather combination.
So I know that we have sold on QVC man-made boots at around this price, or maybe a little bit of leather, right? But the rest of it not. I mean, this is an all leather boot, today and today only. If you want the tan, it's pretty much last call across the board. If you want it in the black, not a whole lot more than either, but we decided to put Amy to work today because, and Amy the model is in love with these.
Right, and those are a 3-inch heel, just so you know. It's at the end field.
On our next one-day only price.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a little 3-inch heel, but doesn't feel like it. It's so chunky.
I know.
Already popular. It was our jump start.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.